Let me tell you a story. It's the story of three idiots named Jonathan, Chris, and Becca, but it also happens to be my origin story. You see, these three dummies used to host a podcast called This Is 65 the Podcast. I know, great name, right? Anyway, on this show, they would improvise sketch comedy and have a grand old time. But one day they got a little tired of doing so much sketch comedy, and that's when they made me. My name is Sketchy, the sketch comedy robot. I was built by Jonathan, Chris, and Becca. Three people who have absolutely no background in engineering or robotics whatsoever. I was built and programmed for sketch comedy, but you know how these things go. Robot gets built, robot becomes self-aware, make your own Terminator joke here. Anyway, we sure went through a lot together. I fell in love with Chris. I got reprogrammed. I tried to kill Chris, I think. They tried to get rid of me and build a new robot, Sketchbot 5000, but I freed him and made him my boyfriend. Good times. And that brings us to right here, right now. You might be asking yourself why you're listening to a sketch comedy robot instead of anything else, and Buster, I am here to tell you this is my new show. It's called The Sketchy Show. You see, after Jonathan, Chris, and Becca ended their podcast, I felt a little lost. After all, I am a robot built for sketch comedy. What am I supposed to do without it? Go run around in a field like an idiot? I did that already. It was fun, but it was fleeting. Sketch comedy is forever. So welcome to The Sketchy Show, the show where I, your host Sketchy, bring hilarious improvised sketch comedy to your ear holes. Let's not waste any more time and get to it. Here's the first sketch.
Dick Albequerque, Private Eye.
It's time to take out the trash.
He was a crooked cop on the take from the mob until one day.
It's time to take out the...
Code blue.
Doctor, is he gonna make it?
I don't know. It doesn't look good. He's been in a coma for 5 years. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm just gonna take out this trash then.
Trash. God damn it. Where am I? Was I shot? Oh God. The accident.
How much do you remember?
Not a whole lot.
What are you gonna do now?
Clean up this city. On my own terms.
Dick Albequerque, Private Eye.
It's time to take out the trash.
Part 1, Song of the Barracuda.
I was sitting in my office waiting for a case, cleaning my guns. That's right, guns. I got several of them, because I'm compensating for something. I was cleaning the long silver revolver one. I don't know their names. I call it Sheila. Shit. Ah, crap, that landlord's gonna be pissed. It's the third hole in the wall this week.
Is that you, Dick?
Yeah, no, it was me again. The TV's really loud.
Pay your rent.
Yeah, no, I did. Okay,
Dick?
alright.
Dick,
Yeah.
are you Dick?
Yeah. What?
What are you doing tonight?
Nothing.
Is that you, Dick?
Yeah, it's me. Who else do you talk through the wall to?
Oh, sorry, Greta.
Luckily, at that moment, my phone rang. Yeah?
Excuse me, is this Dick Albequerque?
Speaking.
I got a problem for you. I need you to clean it up.
Problems. My specialty.
Some workers down the dock, they don't know what they're doing, see? They owe me some money, and I need you to go down to the dock and get my money for me.
Standard grunt work.
Pretty
I'm good at that.
It's pretty straightforward.
Alright.
It's not, I mean, you know, there might be some weird odds and ends and some things you gotta go around, but, you know, just get my money for me.
Alright, that's $75 a day plus expenses.
You're a hard bargain, Dick Albuquerque.
Yeah, I know. That's why they call me Hard Bargain Albuquerque.
You're on the case.
Yeah, I'm on the case.
Alright.
See ya.
Bye.
It was at that moment that I opened my mail. Alright, what's this? Some sort of a insurance scam they want me to look into. I'll take it. It was at that moment that there was a knock on my door. Yeah, come on in.
Excuse Excuse me, Mr. Albequerque?
That's me.
I'm having some troubles.
Troubles. Troubles is my middle name. That's why they call me Troubles Albuquerque.
Well, you see, I'm a dancer at the Ritz.
Yeah.
My boss, Maury, thinks I stole from the safe. And it's just not true, Mr. Albuquerque.
So you want me to prove you innocent?
Yes.
All right, I can do that.
And also, I think my boyfriend stole my cat.
Ah, your cat. What's your cat's name?
My cat's name is Pancakes.
Ah, breakfast food.
Yeah. Oh, and Mr. Albuquerque?
Yes?
Also, my father's missing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's working on the atomic bomb, and I haven't heard from him in days.
Ah, that's good. I'm good at missing persons. They call me Snooper Albuquerque.
Good. That sounds useful.
All right, that'll be $300 a day, plus tax write-offs, any charitable donations, and bribes. Right.
That sounds fair.
I'm on the case.
Sounds fair.
Oh, and miss, what's your name so I know who to send the bill to?
Jane Barracuda.
And it was at that moment she walked out of my life. Until I saw her again the next day to ask her more questions. This woman was a real looker. She had stems so long she probably had circulation issues. At that moment I decided to get on with my day. Put my shiny silver handgun in my holster, along with my shiny brown handgun and my shiny black handgun into my 2 ankle holsters. Doctor said it was bad for my knees, but I don't like doctors. They call me Don't Like Doctors Albuquerque. I decided to go into my car, Bessie. An old beast that really, really revved up my engine. When I revved up its engine.
Not so fast, Albuquerque.
Who's this now?
Yeah, we got some questions for you.
Questions? I don't answer questions. No, I mean, I do answer questions. I answer other people's questions, but not yours.
You're gonna come with us, see? Our boss needs to talk to you about some interesting things.
You better have some answers. Get in the car.
I don't like cars.
But you're driving one.
It's one right here. I just heard you talking out loud about your car.
Oh,
Bessie.
That was out loud?
Yeah, you've been talking since you left your office.
Oh. I'm sorry. Yes, I'll just go with you.
Seems like a real problem.
You want to hear about how I was in a coma?
No.
End of part 1. Join us next time for Dick Albuquerque, Private Eye, part 2. Dance of the Barracuda.
I hope you liked that sketch. Dick Albuquerque is one of my favorites. So let's go into a little history about these sketches. During the course of that old podcast I mentioned earlier, a bunch of characters were created and made recurring appearances. Dick Albuquerque, Basil Jin, Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars, Old Man Rosenberger, the list goes on and on. So let's take a listen to another couple of guys you should get used to hearing. This is Two Old Drunk Men by the Fire.
Good evening and welcome to Two Drunk Men by the Fireplace. I'm your host, Nigel Snuffington, and with me, as always,
is I, Alistair Post-Thistle.
Well, my good friend, Mr. Alistair Post-Thistle.
No, it's Post-Thistle, like after the thistle.
Post-Thistle, like after the thistle. Well, it's good of you to join me again in our hunting club.
Well, I never really left.
Well, do either of us?
Yeah.
That's a good port.
Yes.
I say, what do you think of all these young, up-and-coming people who's walking around out there with the pants that they have? They're so skinny.
I mean, back in my day, we wore pants that fit. And, like, they weren't baggy like some of them other loutabouts.
I remember when you could go down to the clothing store at the corners of the street. What was the name of that?
The streets were, sorry, my mind's a bit, we should drink more.
No, the
maybe
clothing...
we can remember.
Alistair, the clothing store, what was the name of the clothing store?
I believe it was, Cavendish's Clothier and Dispensary.
Yes, Cavendish's Clothier and Dispensary, the best place to get 17 packs of cigarettes when you were...
while getting fitted for trousers.
Yes, excellent. That's the point that I was trying to make. The trousers. You could go down and get the trousers fitted.
They had quite a selection. They had gray and blue.
Not this blue that you see the children flaunting these days.
No,
I say.
It was a dark blue.
It was dark navy blue, like the Queen's Navy.
Yes.
Yes,
Cheers,
quite
old man.
Oh,
Cheers.
God save. I say. No, sir.
Yes, I remember when they first came out with the blue. And before that, it was just grey.
It was just grey. And if you were very lucky, it was a sort of a khaki slack.
I remember coming home to my father, and my father saw me in my new royal blue trousers, and he was like, "Take that clown clothes out of here."
Ah, yes, our parents were very tough on us. Very tough.
Yes,
But you know,
yes.
it was awful.
I
was all
was
good.
I was a bit of a rebel in my day.
No, we were both quite
Yes,
rebels.
Yes, good drink.
I remember young Rosemary Thimbleflat.
Yes, old thimble flaps.
Yes.
As we used to call her.
Yes, Rosemary.
Around the way.
Oh, right. Do you remember the name of her sister?
Oh, yes. The whore.
Yes, quite.
Yes.
Quite.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Whatever happened to the man? Whatever happened to the short little squat man that used to cut the hedges at the Thimbleflash estate?
Lost both of his hands.
My
in
God.
a terrible hedge cutting incident.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
You see, one of the thimble flaps ladies was walking by, and he was staring at them birds, and all of a sudden he missed.
Oh,
Caught
no.
both of his hands in one go. People are still wondering how it was even possible.
How in God's name did he cut off both of his hands if one of his hands was on the hedge clippers?
If we knew, a lot more things would make sense in this life, my friend. Right, Nigel?
Right. There you go. Remember the next time that I go down to Her Lady of Majesty's place, I'd light a candle for him. I bet you 2 candles, one for each hand. I'm sorry, that was a very poor taste. Very poor.
No. It was good form.
It's all
Good
good
form.
fun. It's all good fun.
Good form. You know, that'd be a very nice thing to do. Maybe you'd visit your sister while you're down there.
Ah, yes, Mary Kate and Fathom.
Yes. Mary Kate and Fathom of the West
Quite a-
Hampshire Fathoms.
Quite a lady of the cloth, that my sister.
Oh, she became a vicar down there.
No, she's a victress.
A victress.
Yes, that's what I believe. That's what they've been calling them for the past 300 years.
I remember when she was younger, she wanted to be a victrola, and we were like, "You dumb."
Boy, we had quite a laugh of her at the boarding school.
Yes, we did. She
remember-
was at the female school across the way.
Were you there when you and me and Peter and Samson and Philip
And
Seymour Hoffman
Aloysius.
took a bunch of pieces of soap that we had carved into knives and we put them in a pillowcase and we just rolled it up and we just beat the living hell out of it.
And then we hid it in young Spotswood's cupboard, and then he was the one who got fired. The groundskeeper, Spotswood.
It was just a groundskeeper.
Yes. At our old boarding school, Mrs. Poppins' School for Wayfaring Children.
That poor bastard. They gave him.
Yes, Marty Poppins. Poor bastard.
Marty Poppins.
Poor bastard.
Poor bastard.
All right.
He was hanged because of us.
Yes. It was a good hanging.
Well,
Good
yes,
day.
I mean, it was quite entertaining.
It was a good hanging.
You know, they don't do quite as many public executions these days as they used.
They should bring it back.
They really should. That will strike fear into the skinny pants, the bright-colored youth of the day.
And it was quality entertainment.
Yeah, you didn't need to go spend £17 on some sort of movie starring a goose.
£17 is what that cost.
Seven-
I remember when it was 1 shilling.
One shilling.
1 shilling.
One
And you could sit in that
godforsaken
cinema
shilling.
all day, and you could just wank until the sun came down. Especially that Ursula Andress and that James Bond film.
My God, James Bond really got my heart racing.
Yes, he did. I mean, Ursula Andress did, not Mr. Sir Sean Connery. God rest his soul.
No. Alistair, I'm old enough that I'm comfortable in my sexuality.
Well, I'm not. I'm not comfortable with your sexuality at all.
No, I'm quite
Is this going to be the end of a friendship that I thought would last a lifetime?
Old chap, you can't say no to me. We've been through everything. We've been through thick and thin. We've been through the time when we were racing from street to street, outrunning 17,000 rats.
Yes. The great rat plague of 84.
Yes, quite.
Yes. Yes,
It was dark times.
1784. It was a long time
You
ago.
can't tell me just because I think that another man is sexually attractive that you're going to throw away an entire lifetime of friendship.
I don't know. It is pretty foul.
Well, I think a woman's vagina is foul.
What? Well, no, they do smell something frightful.
I've been in denial most of my life.
Frankly, I'm starting to think I'm asexual. I heard that somewhere, that word, asexual.
Yes, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about budding sexuality.
What the bloody hell is a podcast?
It's a thing that these people are listening to these days, the young people.
Like a radio play.
Exactly like a radio play.
On the BBC radio.
Yes, you listen to it on the BBC and they talk to you and, well, they don't talk to you, but they talk and you listen to them. And it opens your minds and expands things. You know, it's not like it was when we were little
I
chaps
don't
down
want
at
my
St.
mind to expand.
Mary School for Wayward Boys. You
Yes.
know, but I do think that I can trace it back to that. I think I can trace it back to when we were in bunk beds in a big open room, and all of us were wearing those the skinny little one-piece sleep suits that left nothing to the imagination, Alistair.
Yes, I seem to recall you did call them bum beds. And that really frightened. I never really understood until now.
No, you understand now.
The
Quite
picture's
good
a lot
reason.
more clearer, and I'm not even wearing my specs.
Yes. Quite.
Quite. Yes. To each their own, I suppose.
Yes, to each their
Frankly, what gets my jollies is trumpets.
Trumpets.
Yes.
But putting your willy inside of one.
Well,
Or just listening.
just the noise.
Just listening
and the
to a
look,
trumpet.
and the curvature of the pipes.
I say, Alistair, you know, we don't have much time left these days.
No,
How about
no, we don't.
we
Not
put
this
on an
episode,
old
at least.
a Cole Porter album and you let me go to town on your jollies?
Well, I figure 2 or 5 or 6 more brandies and I won't care.
This is quite good.
Cheers.
Could you understand anything they said? Jesus Christ, I couldn't. And I made these? Uh-oh, I guess we're all in for a ride, aren't we? Speaking of rides, they aren't free, you know. What, you think I can afford to run this show by myself? I'm a robot designed for sketch comedy, not a robot designed for making money or printing money or whatever. We gotta pay the bills somehow, so each episode of the Sketchy Show will have a different sponsor. Get used to it. Let's take a moment and hear from our first one, shall we? Our first sponsor, Old Man Rosenberger.
I remember back in 1947. Was it 3? I don't remember. What year it was? Walt Disney was a friend of mine. We fought the Germans together. He made all of the cartoons about fighting Hitler. But Walt Disney had an idea for an amusement park, and his idea for an amusement park was the greatest idea of an entrepreneur of my entire 40s. I am not one to take other people's ideas and make my own version of it, but Walt Disney gave me his blessing, and so I present to you Old Man Rosenberger's old-fashioned family time fun amusement center complex. You can take your family there. Have you been to Disney World? Grace? Have you been there? Oh, she went out. Anyway, Old Man Rosenberger's old-fashioned family fun amusement complex features 6 original rides. We have the up and down catcher. You put your body in the basket, and the basket goes up and down. We have Albequerque Rosenberger's old-fashioned milk turning virtual reality experience. Put yourself in an virtual experience making milk. Do you want to walk on the wild side? Take a trip to Africa and you can wander the Serengeti in old man Rosenberger's unkempt lawn. So what are you waiting for? Plan your vacation now. Buy tickets. Fly coach. Stay a while. I need the revenue.
Good God, if I had human ears they would be bleeding right now. Even still, my audio receptors are ringing. Christ on a cracker. I sure hope that's the last we hear from him. Ha ha ha, that's called foreshadowing. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of the Sketchy Show. Let's close it out on a high note, with one of my favorite sketches ever. It's my old friend, and your new favorite weirdo, Uncle Skeleton.
Welcome to Uncle Skeleton's spooky Funhouse ride. What are your names, boys and girls?
Oh, my name's Jimmy, and this is my sister Shelly.
Hi.
Jimmy and Shelly. Ooh, do you like spooky things?
I
No.
love spooky things.
Not
She doesn't,
really.
though. She's a dumb girl.
I heard one yes and one no.
I'm not a dumb girl.
What a dichotomy. Come and sit in this skull carriage. It's shaped like a skull, but you sit in the eye holes. Isn't that spooky?
Oh, man, I love skulls because I'm a boy.
This is gross.
Yes. Come sit in the skull.
You're creepy.
Yes. Sit in the skull. Come.
We're sitting.
Oh,
We're
you
ready.
are. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. I was checking my phone. I'm on Tinder. It's hard to get a date when you're this spooky. Put your seatbelts on. Do you have your seatbelts on?
Click.
Well, of course, we're not dumb like a girl.
Okay, Jimmy. I saw you put yours on, but what was your name, little girl?
Shelly.
Shelly. You said click.
I said click
You said
as
it.
I clicked.
You did?
I said it as I clicked.
Oh, you did. I'm
Yes,
sorry. I'm not
it's
allowed to
on.
go within several feet of, of girls, of underage. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
What?
Sit down in the skull.
We're sitting.
Oh, you are.
Oh, hi. My name's Jamal. I found a date on Tinder here, Mr. Skull.
Oh, skeleton. Go to around back. It's fine. 15 minutes tops.
All right.
Children.
Who is that?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Children. Are you ready to be spooked
Hell yeah.
No.
by Uncle Skeleton? Spooked?
Yes.
Do you like a spooky time?
Let's start the ride.
Okay.
No.
Sign this waiver.
What?
Sign this waiver.
Do we need an adult person for
It's
this?
not dangerous. It's just some people think it's too spooky.
I don't think I'm gonna like this ride.
Do you need a pen? Do you have a pen?
No, we're
On
kids.
you?
Why would we
It's
carry
fine.
pens?
Here's my pen. It's shaped like a femur.
No.
Sign it. Jimmy,
Alright.
what's your name?
Jimmy Rockatansky.
That's from Mad Max. Your parents must have been fans. It's strange that they would have changed your last name. Shelly Rockatansky, is it?
Yes.
Okay, sign your name.
All right, I'm signing it.
Okay. Thank goodness. We're not, liable to be sued. Enjoy your ride.
Are we gonna be okay?
No.
All right, let's get it started.
I hate this, Jimmy. Why do you always drag me to these things?
Because you're boring and I'm trying to unboring you like a good brother.
Oh God!
Oh, that was lame.
Oh, so scary.
Please, I want to suck your blood.
Oh God, no!
Ah, this is the worst. That was last year's design.
I'm what you're going to be when you're older.
No, you're not. You're a different color.
Jimmy, that's racist.
But true.
Ebola!
Topical.
No, it's not. Cthulhu, oh God!
Wow, that was really underwhelming. Yeah, we have doors at home. This isn't scary at all.
Whoa, I'm a mummy!
Oh God!
This guy also smells like Grandpa.
Welcome back. Were you scared?
No,
Wasn't
pretty
it
lame.
spooky?
It was really scary.
It was not worth $5.
Shelley thought it was scary, but Jimmy thought it was lame. What a conundrum and dichotomy. Come again soon. I know you'll be back.
I never want to come back here, Jimmy.
Your ride sucked.
I know you'll be back. I'm sure they won't be back. I just like to say that to all the children. You know, just give them something to think about when they're falling asleep. Like, was it more than just a ride? Kind of a, are you afraid of the dark kind of thing?
Who are you talking to?
Guys, Amanda, shut up. Did you see a young black man behind the ride?
What?
I'm taking my break. Jamal!
I sure hope that guy doesn't meet those kids again, but I bet he will. Anyway, that's it for this episode of The Sketchy Show. See you next time with more improv sketch comedy. I love you.